adventures to Roleslaying with Roman!
Before we get back into it, this video is once again brought to you by those Wizards of the Coast, here to inform you about Dungeons & Dragons: Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, which is a starter set that will get you on the path to your own role-playing adventure faster than you can say, "Sweet gherkins, that's a cool jerkin," which is what I wish more people would say to me. This is a pretty cool jerkin. More about that later. Let's do this!
Previously, on Roleslaying with Roman, we woke up in the cave ready to go to the next town, which was this big, old, honkin'
Fantabulous neon.
I thought this was gonna be like a little town. This is magic.
Oh, I am not going to like this.
Welcome, gentlemen. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the brightest city around. I probably ought to tell you that the college has recently sent a few extra guards down here.
What college?
The Bards College.
Ah,
It's
nice.
the one that you're from.
Yeah.
Did you think running away would solve all of your problems? Did you think it would erase the pain you've caused?
Where might these guards from the college be?
There's gonna be a lot towards more like the Palace Inn. You have one big.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
You got 100 gold.
100 gold!
The room begins to quiet, those around you turning their attention towards the front of the casino as several Bard guards enter the room.
Dare my eyes deceive me? Or is that truly the sorry mug of my oh-so-dear friend, Youngblood?
He said friend.
Maybe once before.
My name is Noise, ranking first chair of the Bard King's righteous marching band. You think you can disappear for a year and just waltz back in here like nothing happened? Did you need backup so bad that you went and got your own color guard?
He has my back more than you do, so I mean.
Yeah!
I challenge you to a battle of the Bards, right here, right now. Let's finally put to rest which of us is more deserving of first chair.
Sure, why not? I don't even want the chair. The chair, but you know what? I will do it to prove a point.
Without a second off the beat, a bright twinkle of stardust cuts through the air, Noise's hand guiding in front of him to reveal a small golden conductor's baton. He leaps back and cackles.
Y'all take it to the streets.
Oh!
And you can roll for initiative.
10.
I got 11.
13.
Okay, so you would go first in the order.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Then Noise, and then
Then
Youngblood.
me. Okay.
I'm going first in this battle. Okay. So I go about half here and then imbue my weapon with divine energy, positive energy. I definitely see it as kind of this aura that surrounds the sword as I walk up and be like, okay, that's pretty darn cool. And I square up a little bit stronger. Now I'm closer to him and he's about to do something.
As you draw your weapons, Noise will grip his baton,
Have it your way, then.
and the metal end of his baton will begin to shimmer and extend, revealing a rapier in the place of a conductor's baton.
Oh.
He flicks it around skillfully and then poses, his sword at the ready. I believe he's going to cast Arms of Hadar.
Oh, Jesus.
And what you see are these black tendrils behind him coming out of nothingness, swirling towards you, Roman.
Jeez, me?
As these things come towards you, you must make a strength saving throw.
14 plus 0. 14.
So you actually do succeed this. As the darkness starts to surround you, your blade cuts through it with light, and it dissipates.
Yeah, baby.
My go?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm gonna f him up. I don't think I'm gonna use my cloud of daggers for the first time.
So I'm assuming that you want this coming about in some fiery method.
Oh hell yeah, these bitches are on fire. So I have one spinning clockwise, I got another spinning counterclockwise, and in the center there's one shaped like a point, and that's spinning too.
Ooh.
Careful, Bloody. Don't want you to get burnt out again.
Oh,
Did you just call him Bloody or Buddy?
Bloody.
Bloody? Is this a nickname? Why don't I have a nickname with you?
it's okay, just later.
Oh, okay.
And as it's happening, I am doing like some Gregorian chant.
Dude.
And it's like,
That's beautiful.
And it's like, gets louder and louder as they spin faster and faster.
Whoa.
So, as you begin your Gregorian chant, somewhat of like smoke billows from you, and it goes to fly over atop him and create that same like cloud of daggers
Yes.
that you have described. It is spinning and slowly lowers down onto this noisy boy.
Yes. I had to let you know why I was first chair. Sorry.
This is a simple duel. I'm not trying to kill you.
I'm just trying to let you know you barked up the wrong tree.
But that is good to know that we're not trying to kill him, because I was very confused about that.
Top of the turn.
Top of the turn.
Jab it.
So now, I think I need to strike, if I'm allowed to.
Do it.
Yeah? Youngblood, you don't mind if I take a swing at this sucker?
Kick his ass.
Okay, great. Taking a swing. It's a 1. Hey! I get to roll again. Great weapon fighting. Reroll 1 attack die if I roll a 1 or 2.
Hey, hold on. I will note, by the way, you do gotta like go next to him to hit him with a sword.
Okay, so I move. Where am I? 1, 2. So I'm gonna take a swing.
Okay, I will also note that cloud of daggers is still going.
Oh, okay.
And he stepped inside.
Kind of already stepped into that.
Oh no.
I just stepped right into a cloud of daggers. That's such a Romany thing.
Can I
Get really- ow!
You gotta
Oh, I have to roll the
Yeah,
difference.
go ahead.
As
Okay,
I take,
3,
3, 4, 7. I can now hit him?
Yeah.
Do
You
it.
can try.
Sorry, friend.
Try and hit him.
Say, oh my gosh. 7. And I can't, like, I can add like a bunch to the
Yeah, what's your
weapon.
plus to hit?
Your hit DC is +5.
Plus charisma modifier, which is 1.
7 plus 5 is 12.
And then plus 1 is
The 13.
13.
That just hits.
Woo! That just hits. Oh, and that was just to see if I could hit him.
Praise the Lord.
Got your ass. It's very much just like ow, the dagger. Frickin'. And then Roman kind of does like a spin and barely keeps himself back up, lands, and then it seems like I swiped him.
You definitely cut into him a bit. You see some blood staining his white shirt, and he staggers back a bit and looks at you with shock.
First blood?
This isn't even between you and I.
No, I know. I wasn't feeling very comfortable with this.
Real ride or die, okay?
Unlike you.
Oh,
And he flicks his rapier in your direction, and a beam of crackling blue energy laces out towards you, forming a sustained arc of lightning between himself and you. Ooh, I got a 16.
oh, hell no.
And as the lightning impacts you, you are going to take 27 points of damage.
Am I dead?
It knocks you out.
You're knocked out. Go ahead and again roll me those d4s because that cloud of daggers
Oh,
was still in
right.
the cloud of daggers.
Correct.
That's whenever it goes off.
Okay.
Roll that.
4, 7, 11.
He takes 11 damage, and as these flames really start burning at him, he begins to cry out in agony
Oh,
and staggers forward.
oh my.
His blade dissipates into stardust, and he sees you fall to the floor, Youngblood. And you're out of initiative. Noise pushes past you, Roman, and he walks over to Youngblood. He tries several times to flick his baton to create a sword once more. Finally, on the third time, he creates it. He puts a boot over your chest, and you're just barely staying conscious now. And the blade touches your neck.
Oh,
You look up to see Noise looming over you, a vicious and torn grin on his face.
My suspicions were correct. You've changed. To think I used to look up to you. Who's looking up now, huh?
He laughs, somewhat broken, and he flicks his sword again. It dissipates, and he takes a step back.
Enough of these games. No surprises here. I am the rightful first chair. And besides my duties to Neon, I have been granted a much more pressing assignment by the Bard King. Under strict orders, Youngblood. You are under arrest for abandoning your duty as first chair.
Oh, shit.
I volunteer to be arrested with him.
And he looks at the both of you, and something seems to flash across his face. Recognition. He points at you, Roman.
Hold on. What was your name again?
Roman.
Right. How fitting. Claiming the name Roman is in strict violation of Bard King's Law 0604. Under this decree, I arrest you as well.
Oh, okay. Well, that's lucky. Wait, what? Wait, why Roman? Why is that a big deal?
I don't actually know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay.
I suppose it would be. A little rude of me to throw my previous friend in a jail cell. I mean, we've only just reconnected after all this time. Perhaps we can strike up a deal?
He waves the guards to release you. Youngblood, you find it very hard to stand.
Besides being asked to fetch you from the lousy surface world, I'm here to track down the reason for some sudden disappearances. Several of our marching band members have been going missing as of late, vanishing from their posts in Neon without a trace. Or so I've been told. It's gotten kind of serious if the Bard King thinks it's pertinent to send someone more fit to solve this crisis. He probably never could have relied on you for that.
But you're about to ask me for my help?
Yeah, sounds like it.
So...
Really shouldn't be throwing that around when it sounds like you're about to ask for help.
Cough, cough.
Listen, the Bard Guard around here are a little, and after your show of talent, I could use someone of your stature, unless you prefer a jail cell.
I think we could help him.
Okay, yes, yeah, we'll help.
Noise will extend one of his clawed hands to Youngblood, waiting for him to take it.
I take it.
Noise's tail sticks straight up, and he looks a little shocked that Youngblood easily accepted his offer. Noise stares at their hands for a second, and then nods his head.
Good. This'll be fun.
So, just so we're clear, are we all now on a journey together? Is that what's going on? Like, we're joining you?
You're on thin ice, but I could use a little help.
Well, you're about to get a lot of help.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
Yes, you
Maybe.
probably will.
With the few members of the Bard Guard still walking behind you, making sure that, you do follow him, Noise leads you, assumedly, to the palace inn.
Oh, okay. I guess we're not,
avoiding.
there's no more that we need to be hiding from, huh?
No.
The two large marble staircases flank a big-ass fountain. Your eyes can't help but be drawn to that fountain, as are the eyes of, everybody passing by. Water spouts forth from horns of a vast lineup of brass-playing sculptures, and as it flows, you realize that it seems to be controlled by a woman barely visible, but her silhouette still noticeably glittering behind a veil of water that surrounds the upper level of the fountain that she is standing on.
Whoa.
It's like a waterbender.
That's what I was thinking.
There she goes again. Has a show every day.
Small streams of light drop down from this conductor behind the water and explode into fireworks displays, creating moving musical stanzas and dancing lights that twirl between the different arcs of water. The water itself moves to the tune as the conductor shapes different streams into multiple tiny Pomeranians that run together and then collide, turning into a single massive liquid Pomeranian that splashes its way around the fountain. It is a fun and sparkly show.
Youngblood, what are all of these symbols that I've been seeing? Stripes and little dots with tails?
Oh.
And then on his little stick, there seems to be something?
Like music notes. You know what you hear, the music that you've been hearing?
Yeah.
Right? So you can transcribe that, write it out.
You can write sounds?
You can write music and then read that music to then create
And people
the
can
sound.
interpret that?
Yeah.
So, Y'all head into the Palace Inn, up those big marble staircases past that big-ass fountain. You see immediately a concierge desk inside this gaudy-ass building.
Oh, no.
Behind the concierge desk is a person in a sharp butler's outfit. They have a single handlebar mustache, and as you enter the lavish foyer, they turn to face you, their eyes happily closed, and their mouth spread into the most wide, disconcerting customer service smile either of you have ever laid eyes on, except once before. You see,
snooty snoot.
y'all seen a skeleton smile, and it wasn't this unnatural.
Oh,
Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. I'm Snoot, the head concierge. Oh my, a visit from the first chair himself, in honor. Snoot has looked past Noise to see, like, the both of you. Lets out a little bit of a startled yelp. He goes like, Sir! These ragamuffins don't belong in such an esteemed establishment.
we're not muffins.
You see a strange silvery ring spinning about Snoot's head as though their cranium were like a planet. Snoot squeezes their eyes shut in pain and squeaks. Ah, sir!
Wait, what just happened?
Noise hit them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
As soon as they confirm Noise's request, the silver mind sliver that's tormenting them fizzles out.
Well, boys, wanna grab something to eat?
Noise is sticking around for dinner? Noise is coming with us? Oh, this is great, because this gives me a slight bit of an opportunity to get to know this individual, because there's a little bit of history here.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's eat.
And now an interlude courtesy of this video sponsor, Wizards of the Coast. At last, you've gotten your own team together to go on your own role-playing adventure. You have your characters' classes, their races, their names. You're all set. So, how do you actually play one of these things? Never fear, cause Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle has got you covered. With this starter set, you already have a whole story, complete with NPCs you will encounter, maps you will explore, and quests to undertake. Starting gameplay. Need help figuring out the difference between skills like strength and dexterity? Between charisma and constitution? What are the different dice roll checks you can make while exploring out in the world? And while talking with the characters within it? Not only does this starter set come complete with a guidebook that gives you a breakdown, you also have free access to a player hub that is available regardless of whether you own the starter set or not. If you use any of the pre-made characters that come with the set, you'll see they come with all sorts of skills, spells, and moves, and there will be tons of ways to use them. The site comes complete with video tutorials breaking down the mechanics of gameplay for any player to be able to understand. So, not only will you be able to learn how to roll the dice to use moves and spells on your enemies and how to defend yourself from enemy attacks, but also that in those battles, distance counts, and that it is possible to step right into a spell that your buddy just cast on an opponent. Yeah. That can happen. Go ahead and roll for investigation on Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle by clicking the link in the description. You'll love what you discover. And now, back to our heroes.
Snoot sighs and begins leading you out of the entry hall. The halfling guides you through one of the two open doorways that sit on either side of the concierge desk, revealing a large circular banquet hall lined with columns shaped like different brass horns, tables shaped like tables, which are plated and lit with many golden candelabras. A relaxing piano tune is playing in the background. Snoot motions the two guards to step forward and pull out two chairs for the both of you. And as well,
Fancy.
one for Noise.
Thank you, Snoot.
I will say, the one they bring for Noise, slightly fancier than y'all's.
Oh,
Just slightly.
all about these chairs. What is going on here with that?
If you would be seated, your dinner shall be brought out momentarily.
Wow, look at that. They have mini electricity things here. Nope, that is fire.
That's
That is
fire.
real fire. It's -1 damage.
Snoot leaves and walk towards what appears to be a large kitchen. As you sit down and take in the ambiance, it's just you three.
Oh,
And
I was looking around.
if you ignore the, two guards that are also still kind of near, and you have a moment to talk and hear the ticks and clanks of a kitchen gathering up for a feast.
Noise, this is really nice. Almost like too nice. I don't understand. We just fought you, and I kind of sliced you up. So did Youngblood. And even though we took some damage, I don't understand why we deserve... I mean, even though we're also helping you with this quest, I don't know why we're deserving of something like this from you.
Again? I wasn't expecting you to actually fight me. It's a battle of the Bards. But Youngblood's just a lit fuse, so...
No, not a lit fuse, just cautious.
Snoop comes back and puts a plate with warm slices of baguette in between you two, along with a dish that has butter and black olive tapenade that has thin gold flakes in it. They then produce 2 glasses with treble clef stems and a bottle of fantasy champagne.
What is this?
I'll take it.
It's fantasy champagne. They let out another as they motion the bottle towards you, which you have already taken. Well, I was going to pull that for you, but...
I can do it myself.
He's giving you the eye.
That's all he can give me. Here's to new friends and old ones.
Oh.
You all take a sip and do me a favor. Can you all roll me Constitution saving throws?
13?
3.
I got it, nat 1.
So you, having lived out as a farm boy your whole life, you've drinking a good bit of meat in your time. Alright? So the taste is refreshing and subtly sweet, you know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the honey meat, you're like, wow, this is relatively light,
This
honestly.
is a little bite to it.
These two, however, supposedly world traveler type people, the taste is relatively disorienting and very strong. The second after it settles, you feel a dull buzz in the back of your head and a light feeling in your limbs. This means that for the rest of the night, you have disadvantage on all checks and saving throws.
my God.
Get f***ing wrecked. Check yourself before you Shrek yourself.
It's the altitude. We're normally drinking this like in the sky.
You guys are acting a little silly.
Gotta say, even though you totally cut me open, you were pretty funny the whole time during that.
Thank you.
And by funny, I mean super ridiculous.
Well, yes, I get that a lot. And this is like day 2 of having a sword like this?
Hold on. Did I get my ass nearly handed to me by someone who's never wielded a sword?
You
Practice sword. Hey, but that's what we did a pretty good job. I mean, it was pretty wild. Why did you want to fight so badly? I mean, even a bard battle. Why? I mean, what's the beef?
As you know, I was attending the Bard College. As you've learned today, I was first chair. Noise and I were friends, very close friends. As my responsibilities started growing at the college and I started to get better with my singing, I learned that the better I sang, the more powerful I kind of became.
Dangerous.
To an extent, yes. As you know, sometimes when I sing, fire kind of follows the sound. Yeah?
Wait, were you the one that lit up that tree the first time I met you?
Perhaps.
That was you?
Yes. Damn it, yes.
Whoa!
The more and more I got better at controlling it, the more and more I started to realize that the college only wanted to make me into this singing weapon, if you will. I didn't want to be that. I just left.
Without a word. To be honest, I think you were just afraid of your own power.
No, I don't. You don't know. I don't think you know as much as you should.
Yeah.
Snoop comes back, holding a silver serving tray. Gentlemen, I hope that you are enjoying yourselves and the riveting conversation I've gladly interrupted. And the main course will be out in but a moment. Take your time, enjoy the food, and don't fill up on bread.
This is the first time I've ever been here, so yep, much fun.
Whenever you take a bite of the bread, you recognize the taste of Burgundy's fanciest and most expensive baguette.
Oh,
like
the baguettes!
The big one.
Hey!
This is the fancy one. The bread
You
pairs
gotta
perfectly.
try this.
Thank you.
Try that.
Noise.
And he turns to you with the baguette.
I'll take this opportunity to apologize. I did kind of hurt you and never apologized for that either. So, I am sorry. Is that how you apologize?
It's a really good apology.
Don't.
That was really good.
Don't.
Noise looks taken aback in his drunken haze, and you see his one eye begin to tear up.
Don't you cry too.
I'm not crying. You guys, enjoy the rest of your dinner. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
He stumbles out of his chair and exits the dining hall.
Bye, Noise. Hey, he doesn't seem so bad.
The kitchen doors open once more as Snoop walks in with a silver rolling tray with a gold lid, hiding and giving some mystery to what the main course will be. Snoop approaches the side of the table and readies themselves to reveal the dish. Where'd Noise go?
He had to excuse himself.
Oh, thank God, that guy's a You will be pleased with this dish, one of the rarest in existence due to its scarcity of usable ingredients. Tonight, gentlemen, you dine on, and Snoop picks up to reveal the dish, roasted cockatrice.
What?
Yes, and beyond a doubt, the best that you will have, namely because most cockatrices simply turn into stone when slain.
I'm sorry, Snoop. I don't eat cockroaches.
Oh, it's not a cockroach. It's a cockatrice. Do you eat it?
Yeah.
It is incredible. The home-cooked meals that you've had of resting, compared to it like apples to gold flake-covered oranges. Home may be good, but this is fine dining at its peak.
And like we're drunk, so like any of this food tastes delicious. Hey,
Yeah.
can I just say, this is really freaking cool. I mean, being on this adventure, going to these really cool big cities, doing it with you, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I think that maybe, though, you might continue to work on Noise just a little bit while we continue this.
Well, the reason I apologized is because I left without saying goodbye, but I also apologized for hurting him.
Hey,
Noise tried to get me to embrace my power.
you can do it.
One day, I sang something that ended up hurting Noise. And we just kind of never talked about it. And I left before we could talk about it. Anyway,
Hey, but you did really good today. Apologizing? Healing old wounds, not in the magical way? I mean, that's something.
Snoop places some plates in front of you and is like, here, your dessert.
Oh, this is a drug.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's gonna be some psychedelic something.
It's my favorite somehow.
What is this called?
Cheesecake.
That's damn good. This is really good.
Snoop walks back out of the kitchen, leads you out, stops before a large golden double door, taps a little button on the wall with an arrow that points up, and you hear a whirring sound of something louder as it grows closer. Eventually, steam leaks out from under the doors, and the double doors slide apart, revealing a golden box-like room. Yep, that's an elevator. Ooh,
Oh,
mystical.
what does it do?
So fancy. We can go up or down.
Oh my gosh.
So you both step
Going in.
inside, and as soon as you do, Snoop presses the up arrow. The golden doors slide shut with a loud slam.
Okay.
It is a bit of a shaky ride. You're just like,
Yay, are we dying?
No, that's not what's happening.
I can't see anything outside of this room.
With a sudden jerk, the doors open once more, revealing a long hallway of doors. Snoop scurries past you with a key and raises their gloved hand. They get to the end of the hall and shoves the key into a door, pushes the door open, and stands there at the side waiting for you. Your room, son. The chamber you enter is no less decadent than the ornate decor of the rest of the inn. Marble floors, rugged in red carpet, gold framework trailing every wall, a chandelier, glittering gems dangles from the ceiling,
Jeez.
while two large canopy beds, sit opposite one another. A large bay window overlooks the shimmering lights of the city below. You are quite high up. I mean, like high up.
Wow.
The large fountain that sits before the inn looks nothing more now than like a little pond from up here.
Do we get one night here? Is it just one night? Because this, I could live here.
And I run over to the window, and in my drunken, emotional stupor, I glance at the Bard College off in the distance. And I scoff.
I'll just leave you two to it then. I'm kind of still standing in the door. You have a good evening.
Thank you, Snoot.
Thanks, Snoot.
After your big day in the city, feeling a little bit tired, a little bit tuckered out.
Yeah, it's now definitely seeping in now that the adrenaline's down.
Yeah.
And there's
sore.
a big old comfy bed.
Touching the beds in your extravagant holding rooms feels like you'd be sleeping on the most supportive cloud, both physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
Which you may need as you also hear the click of a lock to your door. This is still serving as somewhat of a holding room.
Duh. Yeah, we're still arrested.
Yeah, you're
That's
still
weird.
arrested, just in a real fancy prison.
Completely forgotten that we're prisoners. This is very nice.
I'll
but
take being stuck in here though.
Yeah?
I immediately go to meditate. I can't sleep, so.
You go to meditate in a, I'm assuming, far more tired way where you're still meditating, but you're just like,
Yeah, you have lots to heal up from. Hey, Youngblood. One of these days, can you teach me how to levitate or like do the trance thing?
No, I think you stick to sleeping. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he slowly takes out a little Sir Binky that's still in the bag and definitely gets a little bit more comfortable than he has in the past. The cave and the room, rolls over, grabs Sir Binky, falls asleep. Gets into bed.
Youngblood does the same, and he finally takes off his jackets to reveal tattoos on his back. And Youngblood begins to meditate, taking in the day and reconnecting with an old friend, which means likely reconnecting with past enemies.
as you relax and begin meditating for the few hours of rest that you need, you reflect on your first time meeting your old friend adversary, your fradversary, Noise. As you drift into a distant memory, rows of columns rise before you. They look to be growing higher and higher, but you quickly realize that it's actually you growing smaller and smaller. Youngblood, you find yourself in those familiar halls of the castle you once called home. A child once more, lost and alone. The marble floor that stretches out beneath your feet depicts a crown between two musical symbols. A flicker of sound begins to fill your ears, a remembrance of a chaotic cacophony that somehow strikes a beautiful chord in your heart. As the music echoes through the hall, the room is filled with life and movement. You are no longer alone. You are now within a long line of kids, all looking to be around the same age as you. All of different creeds and backgrounds. They all seem so rigid in stance, like they're nervously keeping composure. You feel a small tug on your sleeve and look down to see a tiny tiefling child staring up at you with two big blue eyes. Little horns protruding from his mop of black, fluffy hair.
Hey, is it your first day too? No need to be nervous, or at least nervous alone. We can be nervous together.
And you feel his little hand.
My name's Noise. What's yours?
Youngblood?
You remember telling him your name, but before either of you can say more, the doors at the end of this long hallway swing open, and the cacophony of sound grows overwhelmingly loud. A long line of horns begins to play. You hear the clacks of shoes as a figure starts to enter the room. You feel Noise's grip tighten. And that's where we're ending for today.
Oh my gosh.
Hope you all have been enjoying everything heating up so far, and something else that has been heating up has been my anticipation for something I am super duper pumped that we are getting ready to drop: Roleslaying trading cards. Our initial release will feature cards dedicated to 7 characters of the Roleslaying universe, each with gorgeous art and details designed by our team artist and showrunner herself, Brei. And who knows which ones you're going to receive. We're gonna have more news about those next week, so stay tuned. And once again, be sure to check out Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle by using my link in the description below.
Boy, that is a good place to end it on. I have no idea what is going to happen the next day when they wake up, or whatever that vision is that I have no knowledge of, but I'm very interested to get more info, more noise, more funk. Thank you all so much for watching. I am super enjoying where this is going. If you are interested in any of our previous videos, you can click over here, or if you're new to the channel and would like to subscribe, click down there. That is it, and until next time, take it easy guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out!